And good evening, everyone. How are you all doing tonight? This is A Waffle Dreamer coming on at you. Um, so I was on earlier today and stuff, and we played a little bit of Firewatch. Awesome game, by the way. You guys haven't had a chance to. It is on Xbox Game Pass. It's just a really neat one type story and stuff, but you're basically like choose your own adventure. Um, Kind of like how would you react in that type of situation and stuff. You just want kind of wandering through the woods, taking care of it, make sure no fires go off or something like that. There's an intriguing suspense story alongside there about two missing women from from their hike, and so you have to kind of like try and figure out what happened to them. I did have to leave for a couple of hours. I had to help out my dad. He had surgery a couple months ago, and so a lot of the things that he does right now to get ready for summer, especially in Michigan, um, he does a lot of different things to kind of like kind of get the yard going and stuff. He does a lot of gardening with his potatoes and everything and stuff. So but he's built this new stove that takes smaller chunks of wood, and so he needed help transferring them from the garage to the house, from the uh garage, I'm sorry, from the garage, yeah, to the storage unit and stuff. And so he needed some help with that. So but I am back full on. We are actually going to be playing a new game that was actually suggested to me. After I put on here about the different games that I play, they were like, okay, so you have an Xbox, try this game. I think you'll like it because of how random everything is, and because earlier and stuff I was playing a game that I mentioned about Choose Your Own Adventure, and I used to love those books when I was a kid. I used to love those, and they said that this game would probably like really fit me. So we're gonna give this game a try. But real quick, while like I said, I have you guys on here and stuff. Um, I just had someone direct message me on Twitter, liking the type of setup that I have. It's simple. It's not nothing too flashy or anything like that and stuff. But they were asking about some of the different things that I have behind me, and what do they kind of like mean to me and stuff. So I thought I'd take a couple minutes here and stuff and let you guys know. So as you guys see from the posters, I am a huge movie nerd. I I actually call myself a geek whenever I talk about like DC or Marvel characters and stuff. I'm a geek. I know like uh Son of Krypton, Kal-El, Clark Kent, and I know the basics of like his powers, where he comes from, Smallville, and all that kind of stuff, all that jazz. But I'm not really like a full-on nerd, I guess I would say. Like I don't know every single thing there is about Superman, probably. But I'm more of like, like a geek. But when it comes to like regular type of movies or TV shows, that's like on the brink of a geek and a nerd. I mean, I know my movies. I live for entertainment and stuff, and so I know like Princess Bride. I could probably, if I had the time, I could probably do the entire movie and do like each of their lines and stuff. I love that movie. I've seen it like more than like 10,000 times or whatever. And so with movies and stuff, I love getting the movie posters. And we had a local Video Plus store near me that that closed down a few years ago, and they were selling their movie posters that they always put out all on the window and stuff, and say, hey, this is new, this is coming out, should definitely check these out. So I went down there and I got a whole bunch of them. And when I was getting all of this all set up to do the streaming, I thought, hey, let me get some posters behind me so it's not just a blank wall or something like that, and then you guys can see like what I'm into and everything. So real quick here, this one right here, you guys should know it. You guys should know it. Supernatural. You got Sam and Dean on over there. It doesn't have the car. That's the only thing that I don't quite like about that poster. It doesn't have the car, and it's gotta have baby in there, right? Right. So I think I am gonna be on the lookout for a newer poster and stuff. So and then it'll have Castiel, Crowley. I love Crowley. Oh my gosh, Mark Shepard. Oh my gosh, I love Crowley. But if you are unfamiliar with Supernatural, it's okay. There are a lot of like movies, TV shows, books and stuff that some people may not have heard of, seen or something like that, and that's totally okay. There was times when I didn't even know of certain things that was out there, and it was like completely popular stuff, and I'm just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. We all live in certain worlds and stuff, and we only pay attention to those things, so it's totally fine. It's totally fine. If you are unfamiliar with Supernatural, it follows two brothers that was from Kansas, and they are basically monster hunters. Um, they travel America, and they go after the supernatural stuff. So like Wendigos, vampires, werewolves, um uh I'm blanking on all of their different which one was it that oh, shapeshifters, weredogs, demons, they didn't really hunt angels, but they worked with angels. Um and that is their world. They're brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester, and they travel along in a '67 Chevy Impala, black. Oh my gosh, that car is amazing. And I think I have, yeah, I actually have a car. I actually have the car right here. This is the car that they drive in. Pretty snazzy car, and they all listen to the like it's like 80 music, and stuff when they're going through there, but it's just all their travels, and they're trying to find their dad and stuff, and they're trying to find, meaning of life or whatever, and they fight demons, they fight reapers, and stuff. They fight death itself, really awesome series. I believe you can get them on Netflix, and it's about 13 seasons, I believe. It did end like a year, 2 years ago. But an amazing series. It does star Jensen Ackles as Dean and Jared Padalecki as Sam. That have you ever had a chance to watch it? Definitely give it a try. If you're into like the supernatural and stuff, and they do go far off, I'm letting you know that they do go pretty deep in some of the lore and stuff. So if you're okay with that type of stuff, definitely give Supernatural a try. Little poster that's over there. I actually made that poster because I could not find mine. When I was setting all of this up, I had a big size poster of it and I could not find it. I don't know if it got lost when I moved here or something, but so I went out and I actually printed out this one, and the only biggest paper that they had, I think that's 11, yeah, that's 11 by 17, and then I laminated it and stuff because I was like, I need to have this poster. Sharknado. Sharknado right there. The most cheesiest B-rated movies you could ever watch. Ever watch. I mean, uh oh, what was it? Raptor Preacher was just up there, but Sharknado, there is just basically what it is that there is a tornado that went through America. It went across water and it snatched up sharks. And when it went into land, sharks just was flying through the air, just chewing up people. Okay, that's basically the entire movie. There's a tornado. It's almost like a water spout when it gets on. It's a tornado on land. It's a water spout when it gets in water. So it was a water spout, picked up the sharks, and then when it came over in the land, it became a tornado, and the sharks stayed within the tornado. And oh my gosh, and there's really nothing else I can say about that movie. It's so cheesy. Even the dialogue is so cheesy. We have to take out the sharks. Just stuff like that. But they did like 6 movies of Sharknado. It is hysterical the amount of attention Sharknado got. And hi Pepper. Everybody, this is Pepper, my kitty cat. One baby. And I there's really nothing else I can really say about Sharknado and stuff, except if you do not have phobias of sharks, watch the movie. Just watch it, and like halfway through when you're sitting there and you're like, why is Waffles making me watch this? Keep watching. Okay, just watch to the very end of the movie because you will be amazed at how they ended the movie. I'm sitting here and I'm just laughing my butt off at this movie. How so B-rated it is and everything. But I've actually seen them all. And they're just cheesier and cheesier as they go. But people were just loving it, and I'm just like, you know what? There we go. That deserves a place on my wall is Sharknado. Right over here, Man of Steel. Man of Steel. I am, if you guys have not figured this out yet, I am a huge Superman fan. I do love my Marvel movies. I do love Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, all those kind. I love Marvel. But when I was growing up, it was DC. It was DC Comics. It was DC action figures that did it for me. And I had a lot of people around me that was really into Batman and stuff, but for some reason I hooked onto Superman. And I had the Superman movies. I have the Superman logos, the t-shirts, the action figure. I have Smallville. When Smallville came out, I was in school. I think I was in middle school or high school, and at that time frame and stuff, you're truly trying to find who you are. You know, you're trying to figure out, like which cliques do you want to click into? Hi, baby, hi. I'm talking to people and not to you. Is that your problem? Huh? 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 She was literally over there by the window, captivated by what's going on. I'm talking to you guys. She wants to be on top of me. Yeah, go, go, go. Which is fine. It doesn't matter. But anyways, when I was in school and stuff, so I was trying to figure out who I was. What kind of cliques and stuff am I getting into and everything. And I was lost. I was so lost in the middle of everything that was going on. The one thing that really sustained, that really helped me get there, Smallville. The story of Superman as a teenager trying to figure out where he is in life. And I mean, I'm telling you, Tom Welling, John Schneider, oh god, now I forgot her name. This is gonna bug me. This is really gonna bug me because I love her. Played the mom. She played the mom in Smallville. Oh, she plays in Virgin River too. What is her name? Oh my god. I feel so bad right now. My phone just did a whole update, so now my phone's slow. Ever find that, you think that the update's gonna make it faster and it actually makes it a little bit slower at the start? Michael Rosenbaum plays Lex Luthor. Oh, mom! Annette O'Toole. Annette O'Toole. Love her. Love her. Then John Schneider, of course. Bo Duke from Dukes of Hazzard plays the dad. And then Tom Welling plays Clark Kent. Awesome show. 10 seasons? 11 seasons? I think it's 10 seasons. And just amazing show. Amazing. And watching like halfway through that show and stuff, it just really captivated so much of Superman that it just sustained with me my entire life here. Everything that he was going through and stuff, I was like, I may not have his powers, but man, I get you. I get you. I get where you're coming from. So the whole basis of that show and of the storyline of Superman has really brought out for me. I actually cannot find a movie poster of Smallville. I know it's out there. It's just that some of them are like, they're asking way too much, or has a signature, so that's why it's so much and everything. But I haven't found like a simple one that's big enough for the back there. If I do find a Smallville a poster, it will probably replace Man of Steel. I'm just putting that out there. The first Superman movie, of course, was with Christopher Reeve. Love that man. Love that man. It was such tragic of what happened to him with the horses and stuff, but he was really tough. He was really, this is not going to take me down. And he actually makes spoiler alert, but he makes a surprise appearance in Smallville, which I had no idea that was going to happen until that episode popped on, because I was watching it on TV. The weekly thing is up, and it popped on, and there goes Christopher Reeve, and I'm like, what? That was so cool. It was so random. I had no idea. It was so cool. But yeah, so I do love the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. But when they recasted it with Henry Cavill, yeah, Cavill, I know a lot of people had a little bit of trouble with that movie. Especially, again, spoilers, but it's been out there for a while, so I can just say it. How they killed off Jonathan Kent, which, if you do not know that he died, you haven't read the comic books of Superman, because that's what he does. He dies from a heart attack in the comic books. He died from a tornado in Man of Steel. Tornado. Clark could have got there and no one would have known. The biggest thing about Superman, I know I'm kind of going off tangent here and stuff, but it's very huge for me. The reason that the writers of Superman had it where his dad dies of a heart attack is because there was legit nothing with all of his powers. There was legit nothing Superman could do. Nothing. It was a human thing that happens, and he couldn't operate. He couldn't laser visioned it. He couldn't blew out cold. He couldn't snap any. He couldn't do anything with all of his strength and power that he has. He couldn't do a single thing because it was a heart attack. And that's what makes Superman so humble, so down to earth, so ready, and so togetherness with human beings. Because even though he is all that powerful, he is still vulnerable in so many different ways. And that is why it was so huge to have that part be that his father died of a heart attack. That's why he is the way that he is. And so that was my only problem with that movie, with Man of Steel, was that they had it where Jonathan Kent died of of a tornado and stuff. So that was the only problem that I had. But everything else, how Henry Cavill portrayed Superman, very huge. Very huge on that part. And I think he did an amazing job. And I'm so he did the Batman versus Superman, he did Justice League, and then there came out the Zack Snyder Justice League, and it's just like so many people were just tanking on those movies because of that. And it's like I feel so bad for that guy because he was legit, even though he's an amazing Geralt for The Witcher, he was fantastic as Superman. He grabbed onto that character and he made it his own, but he kept true with a lot of the things that you see in comic books, TV shows, what people grew up with on that note. And I just feel really bad for all of those actors and actresses that was trying to pull through the Justice League and stuff with DC, and people just didn't grab onto it. I feel real bad because he was an amazing Superman. An amazing Superman. And for someone that grew up with that, looked up to Superman, and a lot of different things that I do and stuff, Henry Cavill did an amazing job with that. Amazing job. Over here, I know sometimes I kind of like cut it. Sometimes I get it, the full picture in there and stuff, but it just kind of like whatever happens. So I am going to move the camera a little bit. You guys can see. But yeah, Stranger Things. You can get it on there's 3 seasons. Right now, season 4 part 1 is coming out in a few weeks actually. Let me get the exact time frame here. Let me get the exact here. Because it's actually, yeah, I think it's out like in next week or something like that. Season 4, part 1. May 27th. May 27th. It is May 15th right now. So May 20. Oh. So next week, Friday. Season 4, part 1 is going to be coming out. I am so excited. I am so freaking excited about this. But basically it's Stranger Things. If you are not familiar with that, it takes place, I believe, in the late 70s. A lot of the clothings and stuff and the music that they use, I think it's like in the late 70s. And basically the girl that you can see on up there, 11, she has powers. And these group of kids that play like D&D, Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, but they're all a tight-knit group. They find her and they try to help her. And it's like there's a whole upside down thing where there's like a parallel universe and everything. Monsters are in this parallel universe and these people are trying to fight them. They're trying to use the monsters for their own gain and everything, and the kids are fighting them and everything. Just at the edge of your seat show. Amazing show. I'm truly in love with that show, and I cannot wait. Next week Friday. So next week Friday, I cannot wait for season 4, part 1 to come on out. It's gonna be epic. And then actually, I just got this a few days ago. Interestingly enough, I got it at Goodwill. It's not a movie poster, but it is a neat, awesome sauce poster that is so me, so who I am as Waffles and stuff. I ever since I was a kid, I was always into the Asian culture. either it be China, Taiwan, Korea, um, Japan, all the Asian countries and stuff, always been into that. And it's because it was the kung fu movies. It was because of Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Claude. I always say his name, Robin, but Claude Van Damme. Um, and so many, and Chuck Norris, all of those kung fu movies. The kung fu TV show that was called Kung Fu. My whenever I visited my birth father and it was his weekend to have me, that's what we would do. We would go to Pizza Hut, get a two large pizzas, one for him, one for me. We get two large pizzas, 2 liters of Mountain Dew, and we would go back to the house and we would either plop in Buffy the Vampire Slayer or any kung fu movie. And it was either Jackie Chan, Chuck Norris, Jet Li, all of those greats back in the day. Sorry, something is on my camera. Sorry about that. And they always talked about, like Enter the Dragon or, Crouching Tiger and everything and stuff. And it all deals with, Asian culture, the mystic arts of kung fu or taekwondo or, anything with that, the yakuza or something like that. That's what we would watch. And so growing up, those are the movies that I love, that I always watch and everything and stuff. I think I have like a whole Jackie Chan like tin collection on over here. So growing up, I've always wanted to go there, and the one that I really want to go to is Japan. I love the culture. I love, the foods and stuff that comes out of there and stuff. Just the of course Godzilla, but just everything about Japan, and that is a wall hanging of Japan, and it shows you all of the different places like Tokyo. I can't even say half the names there. Okinawa and stuff, and all that razzmatazz stuff, all the mountains and stuff that you can see over there. And I was like, you know what? That's truly me. That is who I am and stuff. And I would love, 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 love to go to Japan one of these times. But because of everything that's going on with pandemic, with flight, with travel, and everything and stuff, I don't really see me going to Japan in the near future. But I can still like enjoy that and like envision one of these days, I'm gonna go there. So yeah, so that is those posters. That's why I chose them when I was getting ready to do, because I've got plenty. I've got tons more. I have a start. It's actually interesting. I have a friend that was like, this is so interesting seeing the type of posters you have up there when you are a huge Star Trek fan. I am, and it's the original series. But I am a huge Star Trek fan, and they're like, you don't have a poster of Star Trek up there, and I'm like, okay, one, I do have a Star Trek poster, but it's the Into the Darkness. That's the newer movies, the second one in there. I actually do not own the original Star Trek original series poster. I feel really, really bad about that, but I actually do not own one. The other thing is that these are being just put up by like thumbtacks. I have posters of Star Trek. I'm not putting any holes in it. I'm working on trying to get frames, like actual frames for them, and just like hanging them up by like a command hook or something like that. That's what I'm going to be doing with those. But I don't have them right now, and I can't really put nails on the walls here because it's a townhouse apartment complex and stuff, and so they have like certain rules about this, and so I don't have those all hooked up. Also, I actually have a section in my house that is all Star Trek. Every single thing I have, books, uh figurines, the Enterprise, I think it's upstairs. Yeah, so I actually have a section that's just all for Star Trek. And so I couldn't be able to put all of that behind me. Now, if I do get a chance to move and get like a room that's just a gaming room, because right now I'm literally in my living room. That's my setup. That's how I'm able to do this and stuff. And with my TV and everything, it's just right smack in the living room. I don't have like a sectional room where that it's just all gaming. But if I do move and I get in a house and I have like a room where it can be just for my gaming, then oh yeah, Star Trek all over the place. you know. But but for right now, these are the type of movies and TV show that I've been really into, really getting into it and stuff, and really wanted to showcase the love of it for you guys. And so that's why I chose these ones here. So I hope that helped you out. I actually don't have your name. My phone is like acting up really bad right now, so I can't actually look up your tag name and stuff. But I hope that does answer your question and stuff. We'll try another stream, and we'll talk a little bit about the different figurines that I have, cuz I like really quick here, I've got Transformers over there, of course, Superman. I've got some Star Trek, Star Wars, and then behind me over here I got Star Wars, King Kong, Godzilla. Always got to have the Godzilla guy in there. Woody, Buzz. I love Toy Story. To be completely honest, out of the Disney movies, Lady and the Tramp is actually my favorite Disney movie. But I don't have any like little figurines of like the dogs or whatever and stuff, and so I don't have that behind me. But the second favorite hi the second favorite Disney movie is Toy Story. Is Toy Story. I have one, two, and three. I have not seen four because I've heard so many different reviews on it, and it's kind of scaring me. I'm not entirely sure what to do with that type of information, but I do have Disney Plus. Toy Story 4 is saved on there for me to watch. I will be watching it soon. I just haven't quite gotten to it yet. But I love all of the characters and stuff. And so I was doing a display for the library one time, and it was sort of like September is um get a library card month, and on certain library cards that you could get, it had the characters for Toy Story, because Toy Story 4 had just come out during that time frame. And so they had Toy Story characters on the library cards that you could get. And so I thought it would be cool if we actually had a display and it had all the different characters, like figurines, with that display. So I went out, and because I already had Rex, I had Ham, but I didn't have Woody or Buzz. So I went out and I actually found a Woody and a Buzz. And so I was like, when I'm doing my streams here and stuff, I think it would be really cool to display the love of the Disney movies. Sorry, they're over here. Love of those Disney movies right there. Then I also have, I think it's Hulk. Yeah, it's Hulk and Iron Man that I have on over there, just showcase a little bit. I have a Captain America one, but it's big, and I didn't have room to put it on my bookcase right there and stuff. So but yeah, one of these days I'll have to take the camera and just kind of like show around the different types of figurines that I have, the different Star Wars stuff that I have. So um real quick, just to really show you, because showcase like how much I really love Star Trek. Here, hold on one sec. Oh, so I actually have the communicator. There you go, right there. It doesn't work, of course, but really cool, really cool little device. I actually brought it one time when I was doing cosplay for Comic Con in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I had this. It was in a coat pocket type deal, and so like half of it popped out, and people loved it. They just went crazy for it. So I do have a communicator. I have the Borg. Then the Starship Enterprise just came off this little thing. Hold on. And like I said before, I'm into the original series. So that's Captain Kirk, Spock, Dr. McCoy, and all that kind of stuff. And so that's this ship here. This is the NCC 1701. That one for you there. And then I have the villain ships as well. This is Trying to remember here. I believe this is Klingon, and then I believe this is a Romulan. Hold on. Nope, I'm sorry, Romulan, because it looks like a bird of prey, and that's Romulan. And then this should be the Klingon ship there. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so that is basically that is me. That's the type of stuff that I'm into. And one of these days I will definitely show you all of the different types of collections and stuff that I have to portray in. So let's stop listening to me. Let's get into the video gaming. And like I said before, this is a new game that was suggested to me, and I actually have I just downloaded it. Like, that's sort of why I've been talking here for a while. I've been waiting for it to fully download, and it is up and ready to go. And so when I hit start game, this is the very first time that I am actually playing this game. I've never played it before. I actually didn't even hear about it until today. So you can get it off of Xbox Game Pass. And let's get started. It is called Lost in Random. Basically, you're going through the game, and where you go, how you fight is by the roll of a dice. Sounds pretty cool. So let's give it a try. There it goes. When looking up the different things, I really have to hear the game, and I didn't want to have it just through my TV because I didn't want to have an echoing with the microphone and everything. So I messed this whole up thing. So I gotta listen through my headset and stuff. But when looking up the different like reviews of Lost in Random, it looked very, very Tim Burton. And I love Tim Burton movies. I love his movies. I'm really looking forward to this game. But yeah, basically it's called Lost in Random, and your fate is determined by the roll of the dice. And when you turn a certain age, and a kid gets turned the age, and she got roll of the dice, got taken away. Apparently, a family member of that, I'm still getting kind of new to this whole thing, but the family member is trying to find them by using a dice to fight monsters, go to different cities or areas and stuff. But it's just all roll. I love that whole concept, the roll of the dice and stuff. So let's get started. Actually, let me put... I'm already loving the music. Music is so awesome sauce. But let me put it down a little bit, so it's not totally overshadowing everything that we're doing here. All right, if that is too loud or too low, please let me know, and I can change that. Still a little too loud. Bring it down just a little. Changed. Okay, yeah, it did. All right, let's get started. And today's drink is the International Delight Iced Coffee and
Long ago,
Pepsi. I'm sorry, no, Coca-Cola. Today's Coca-Cola.
Dreams, the power of randomness was celebrated by all. Those with dice would roll them to shape their destinies, and the bravest few would challenge each other in games of chance, epic tournaments, in which their very lives would hang in the balance.
music, the graphics, everything looks like Tim Burton.
Hurry! Get the energy!
Let's get that energy, Fortune!
Huh? Oops. There we go. Perfect.
Phantom Rules!
Phantom prevail! This is a challenge!
Having second thoughts?
Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Watch out!
But that was in the era of the dice wielders. And like all eras, it too would come to an end, fading into legend and mystery.
You also get cards. Okay. Okay. Cards. Neat job. Father.
Our story begins later
Alice in Wonderland?
in Wanecroft, a small village populated entirely by people who have never once been dealt a fair hand.
Attention, Wanners! I am the Queen, and my dark dice will decide your fate. Random rules! See that, Bernard? You're a sixer.
Oh, wow! I'm gonna live in the Queen's Dream Palace for the rest of my...
Nuh-uh, you're a dirty 3, doomed to a life of fighting and misery. That's cheating. Well, so is having an almighty dice, Snake Eye.
Stop, you guys. Wrap this up. We should really get going.
It's just a game, sis.
Even, I promised Mom and Dad to get you home.
The Queen! It's the Queen!
Hey, was that really necessary?
Come on, hurry up! Now we really have to run!
Okay, yeah, Tim Burton, Alice in Wonderland feel.
Odd, wait.
Stay behind me, sis. We've got to run home and hide. Now!
Random rules!
That's Nanny Fortuna. Works for the Queen, kidnapping children for her.
Kidnapping?
And so the Queen decreed that any child who had reached the age of 12 would be given the grand honor of rolling her one true dice, which would reveal to them their place in the world of random.
Check out this secret portal I
Bring
found.
me all of the children.
It's an old crawl space.
It works for us. Nice work, Bernie. Let's go.
For the Queen's wisdom is as wide as her power, which is infinite, which makes it very easy for all of you to do what she says, since she is and ever shall be correct. And though you may feel a twinge of emotion when you watch your children,
So the sisters are odd and even.
ensure that you are feeling the correct emotion, which is joy. Joy that the Queen's plan for us is so grand. Joy that her one true dice has deigned to fix the fate of your offspring. And joy, yes, joy.
Hey, look at that. It's a teapot.
Her representative,
That's cool.
the Nanny Fortuna.
Even! Odd! Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
I'm sorry, Dad. I tried to.
There's no time. She'll be here any minute.
Quick, get down.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Even.
And I got a present for you.
It's so cute.
Make a wish.
And the Queen said, every child of 12 years shall throw this supreme dice, and so it was. For random is fair, random prevails, and random rules. Random rules! Be grateful, child, that the Queen herself is here for your
Oh.
special day. Now roll the dice, and let's see what kind of person you truly are.
It had been settled.
At least, she'll be a sixer.
Even! Oh, no!
Stop it!
And so, Odd's destiny came to be living by the side of the Queen up in the Sixer's palace, where it was said all dreams came true. But Even's nightmare was just beginning.
Pepper. Me. Pretty interesting so far.
Maud? Where are you?
can move. I thought it was part of the story.
I'm coming for you, sis.
Hold on, Odd.
Odd! I'm gonna find you, okay? Tell me where you are, Odd! Help me find you!
Odd! I'm here, sis. I'm coming, Odd. Odd!
What in the... That was a little scary. I think it's gonna be a little scary game.
More than a year had passed since her sister had been taken away from her, and in all that time, Even had never dreamed
Like a
that
Matchbox.
before.
Okay. Almost like the Box Trolls movie. You ever seen that?
Even knew she was now awake, and knew this was the same house she'd lived in her entire life. But something seemed off. A portrait of Uncle Jinx. It was said he'd sailed the 7 seas, and then
Aw.
drowned in the 8th. A painting of Aunt Cordelia. She could play every single musical instrument in Onecroft, which was impressive, but none of them well, which was markedly less impressive. An image of great-great-great-grandmother Waters. She was the woman who'd invented sliced bread, which made everyone very excited. Well, before then, they'd just taken great big bites out of loaves.
That is funny.
An image of great-great-grandfather Peters. 200 years ago, he ate all his clothing to win a bet. Even supposed that was the reason this portrait stopped at the neckline. Even's mother had always painted, and she'd share with Even the stories she'd hidden in her paintings. Wonderful tales of daring heroines and dashing adventure. She told her never to share these stories with the outside world. These stories might upset the Queen, and she had eyes and ears everywhere. Odd shoes, little parts of her life, still dotted their house. It didn't make it a happy house, but that was fine by Even. She never wanted
Of
to
course
forget
not.
her sister. Even's father never told her stories. He preferred reality to fantasy, the physicality of hammers and nails to the ephemeral mists of dreams and fantasy. Oh, it was still very late, or was it very early? And Even didn't want to wake her parents. These paintings showed stories Even's mother told her were safe to share, because they were true. Or so she said. Like the story of the card makers of Five Town, who'd suffered a
I like the
horrible
narrator.
fate.
Like his voice.
the scariest painting Even's mother had ever made was of the Shadow Man, a mysterious figure who'd gobble up children who'd ventured too far from home. Even was too old to believe in such stories, or at least that's what she told herself. Although she'd been gone a year, so much in this house still reminded Even of her sister Odd. Others had told her the pain would fade, that her absence, which she felt every day, would one day simply disappear. Others
Whoops.
had been...
Sorry. They go.
Even stared at the toy, feeling the ground tilt beneath her. That was the exact same stuffed animal she'd given Odd on the night she was taken. Even knew her parents would be heartbroken when they woke and found her missing. But she had to go. She had to know. That glowing figure seemed to keep its distance from Even. When she got closer, it moved further away. It was leading her
Whoa.
somewhere.
Monster dude.
Easy there, Even. What are you doing out so darn late? You're running like the old witch Uma put a curse on you.
Ah, see? See, we get to pick like on how we want to respond to things. I'm on the trail of ghosts. Trail of my sister. Trail of... I don't know what it is, but I know it's important. That one sounds like...
Oh, darling. You're thinking about your sister, aren't you? I feel you, child. I do. But she's been
How about
gone
tiny
now
little
a year.
hands?
Ah, that spark in your eye tells me you're not fooling around. I remember being your age once, I do. And I know how important imagination can seem. All right, I'll get out of your way. But don't tell your parents you saw me. Deal? You're quite welcome, young Miss Even. And stay away from the outskirts.
I feel like that's where we're going. That way, or... I guess this way. Oh. This way. There we go. Aha!
Wait up, please! Wait up!
This was Onecroft, the world in which Even and her small family lived. Like all Oners, they hauled junk for the cargo ships that came and went in the night. All this labor was done for reasons that were never clearly understood. The Queen willed it, and no one would dare oppose her, and that was enough for everyone. Everyone, that is.
Oh, so each of the towns is parts of the dice. I know. I just got it. Give me a sec here.
Come on, Burn, just hit it. It's right there. He's trying, Lucky.
Aw, shucks. Now I'm all out of potatoes.
No breakfast tomorrow, and you couldn't hit the spot. Smooth going, Burn.
But it wasn't my... I mean, you're the one who...
What are you doing here anyway?
Yeah, Even. Are your parents letting you out after dark now?
Honestly, Even, I gotta say, I'm impressed. Never thought you had it in you to break a precious rule. Don't be mean, Lucky. I'm not mean. That was a compliment.
I think you're cool, even if you should listen to your parents more. My parents say listening to them is the coolest thing of all.
You guys are so touchy.
I couldn't sleep. My 12th birthday is coming up.
Mine too. Gonna get to roll the dice when it comes. I'm gonna be a sixer. I know it. I'll be saying bye to all you bloobs and hi to the riches of Sixtopia.
I'm not a bloob. I'm a star. My mom says so.
I'm not a bloob either. What's a bloob?
You getting a load of these bloobs even? Listen, even, it takes two to be a jerk. One to be the jerk, and the other to be an even bigger jerk by pointing it out. Well, that's just her bad luck. Not the sort of thing I've ever had to worry about.
Really? How come?
Because my name is Lucky, and
He meant how come even thinks it didn't work out, Lucky?
Oh, that's mysterious. I love mysteries. Have fun with your cool mystery, Even. See you later.
Ooh. Nice. Oh, look at the map. That's cool. Nice.
You seem like you're looking for something, kid. I thought I recognized you. You're Odd Sister, right? Did the big roll a year ago, if I recall. She's in the Queen's care now, kiddo. There's nothing any of us can do. And I think you should give up on her, even. She's a sixer now. Nobody ever comes back from that.
Well, this would be first. There it is.
There, you saw it, didn't you? There it was again.
Come on!
Or whatever that spirit wanted. It seemed to involve bringing Even here. But why?
Random rules, even. Well. Look at you. So far from home, and all alone. You're lucky the Queen is looking out for you, child. You've heard the good news, haven't you? The Queen is a force of nature, like gravity or death. You can't argue with gravity. You don't debate death. You just go along with her, because you know her rule is law. She is eternal. She's never wrong. She makes the rules, random rules, and they're always right. It's incredible to live at the same time as such a wondrous being. I hope one day she notices me, up riding a shining spider stallion, notices my love for her, notices my worship. You can't escape it, you know. No one can. It's all perfectly designed. I'd love every minute of it.
One town was unique. Some who lived here were kind, treating the queen with respect, and others seem to have been broken by her in one way or another. But it was home, the only home
must be so
even had ever
so
known.
cosmopolitan. So, you ever wonder what life's like in the other zones? Big city life. Oh, it must be so glamorous to be so cosmopolitan. So two-sided. The glory of battle, yours for the taking. I could be a hero. Before the war, it was a sight to behold. Now, though, after the Queen ruined it trying to find those awful rebels, it's so dreadful there. I hear everyone
Interesting.
looks so
The parts of the
hard.
storyline he's telling you is like
It's where the
what
magical
what will
cards used to
what
be
we
made,
will
you know.
be seeing in those cities.
Oh, it must be so wonderful there. Be recognized as the best of us. I wasn't born here, you know. I was born in Forberg. Only I turned 12 and the Queen came and made me rule. Rolled myself a one. She told me I was born in the wrong town, and now I'm here. And I'll never
Poor
get
God.
back
That's
there
how
again.
that's his last name.
It doesn't have to be equal to be fair. That's what my mom always used to say. Before she... before I... well... it's, ancient history now. The Queen works in mysterious ways, and it's up to us to follow her rules. Random rules. I still remember how I felt rolling that dice, knowing what was about to happen. And when it landed on one, gosh. I don't think it's the sort of thing I'll ever forget. By the dice, I'm haunted enough already. I don't need more of them. See you around, kid.
I knew going in the
That strange figure even knew that her fate was changing, that her future was suddenly filled with unknowns, and she also had the distinct feeling that she wouldn't be back home for quite some time.
a relic. So it looked like we got some cards. Here we go. Mysterious playing cards. Sorry, I just had something to eat. These playing cards are beautifully painted, and in some angles they seem to glow a faint Pips. Some curious little pip creatures on two legs hopping around in a glass jar. Huh. Okay. Ah, there it is.
Even could barely make out what the ghostly figure was. It was beautiful, inscrutable, and there seemed to be a sorrow to her.
Aha.
There was no time to think. Even was either going home to her parents without answers and with even more questions than before, or she was getting on that boat. She felt a pull, beckoning towards something new.
Oh, there it is. I was like, no.
Oh, those are some nice cards you have there, kiddo. You find them yourself? Well, heck, let me take a look. Maybe these old papers will notice something you haven't.
Did I trust? Might be able to tell me.
Well, look at these. Oh, these used to be everywhere, you know that? Folks would trade them on the regular. Used to have quite a collection myself. I got them straight from the factories in 5 Tropolis where they made them, you know. Mint in books. Of course, it was before the war. A lot changed that night. We're still dealing with the consequences. Yeah, look around you, Missy. This ain't what things used to be. This ain't what things are supposed to be, either. The Queen, she distorted it all. Turned us from good, honest folks into whatever this is now. The most don't remember it. Only me, it feels like some time.
So the cards are made in 5 Topolis. Aha! Got you. Okay. Ooh. Oh, shoot, they found me. Okay, yep. Ah, darn it. Okay, yeah, so anytime that I'm found by the red light, it has me start over. There's a very, James and the Giant Peach to it. I feel like I need to get that. Oh, shoot. Here's a puzzle. Oh, a page. Okay, so an illustrated page from the old Forbidden Storybook. Collect and read them in Evan's binder. Or even. Sorry, not Evan. Even. Yeah, so it is important that I do get... Oops. Thought it would automatically turn for me. Ah! Dang it. Did I just lose the page? Ah! Oh, darn it.
What the? Oh, we got a stowaway here!
Oh, no, it looks like I got the page.
don't get to come here. This is my reserved spot. You get your out. Now, go away. What do you think I'm doing here? We're all trying to hide, kid. Now leave. This is Herman's hidey hole. My little stowaway chamber, my realm of adlubescence that you're not invited in. It's my ticket out of this muddy town. It means something that's delightful, like my room here. Wow. You really are just a kid, huh? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
I myself was a kid once. Kid Herman. And now I'm adult Herman, and I'm getting out of here. Now go find your own spot. There are no... come on. There's got to be other spots. Go find them. Oh, for the love of... Fine. You little guilt tripper. I'll let you in. Oh, but before I do, we got ourselves some house rules. 1, be quiet. 2, don't touch anything. And 3, be quiet and don't touch anything.
That is great.
The moment she'd let herself think about it, even realized she was actually exhausted. Tonight alone, she'd seen a ghost, run away from home, and boarded a ship traveling somewhere deep into the unknown heart of Random. Would she ever return? It didn't matter. Odd was the only thing that mattered. With her sister's name on her lips, Even fell into a deep slumber.
Not too bad so far. Not too bad. I'm starting to like it. Pepper is like literally like right here. Oh, here we go again. I think we're in... Yep.
I'm coming! Stay right there! I'm coming!
That's the house.
I'm trying, sis! Hold on! I'm trying!
Hello, Even.
You're home. It's where you belong.
What's in trouble? Trouble is odd.
At least she'll be a sixer.
A wanna is a wanna.
Is a wanna. Is a wanna.
When you're right, you're right.
Even. Come stay with us. Do you want some tea? Everything's better with tea.
Tea fixes everything, Even.
Listen to your mother, Even.
It's a dangerous world out there.
Listen to your mother, Even.
Stay here. It's safe here. We'll never leave you again. Not ever. Not ever, even. We'll always be here, even.
You'll always be her, even.
Her desires are odd.
It's the only way she'll learn.
Go, even if you're lost.
The Queen will find you.
I'm a little freaked out here right now. It's the Queen! The Queen!
Please, please, I want to go. I miss my sister. I miss my parents.
You're safe now. They can't hurt you anymore.
Hurt me? No, that's not right. They never. I don't think they.
They were denying you your future, robbing you of your true destiny. You're finally home.
Something doesn't look right.
Wake up! Wake up, girl! No. This whole dang ship's falling apart. Today's a difficult day for you, Herman.
Wait! What am I supposed to do?
Take one of these bad boys!
Now we're Mary Poppins.
Has even lost sight of Herman. She realized she'd also lost sight of her last connection to home.
Okay, still alive. I can work with that. As long as I don't land on water, I should be able to work with that. Find time to remember I don't know how to swim.
She hoped desperately that she'd land somewhere near Sixtown, but the wind and the fates had very different plans for her indeed.
A lot of dice.
Whoa, where is this place?
Oh!
She couldn't yet understand it, but even had landed in the middle of something exceptional. These were the ruins of a time long past, and the magic she could almost sense in the air wasn't about to give up its secrets that easily.
I must be the first person to come here in decades.
not in Minecraft anymore. I think I'm in trouble. Yep.
Leave me alone, you crazy machine!
Oh!
I'm not your enemy. I'm just me. Listen to me. I can't hurt you. I'm just a little kid with a special hook. Stop trying to kill me. That was way too
I'm a dice. No, no. Did not see that coming.
Hey, are you okay? Are you,
I've come in peace.
okay? Well, thanks for saving me back there. You were really, well, heroic. Right. Okay. Talking to a dice. I better get going. You should too. This place is really dangerous.
I have made a friend.
Oh, I mean, I guess you can tag along. The more the merrier, right? Okay, Even, keep it together. You're talking to a dice now, Even. And to yourself.
Okay, I'm lost. I know it needs to have like 2 things on there, so that I can like pick up or
Nice, come on!
oh, there it is.
Nice! Not a trap.
There it was. Okay. I didn't realize that's how you had to throw it.
Hey! Those are mine! You don't just take things from people. Ugh, fine. You could hold on to them, I guess. Just don't digest them.
Ah. Every time I get cards, I give it to him. Yeah.
Watch out, Dice! I think these machines are coming alive too. Yep. They're attacking.
Okay, so when throwing dicey, you get card tokens equal to the result. They are shown in the upper right corner of the screen. Use card tokens to activate your cards. Excuse me. Leave the dice mention by attacking something or by pressing Y.
Oh, it was clear that these were no ordinary cards, and Dicey was no ordinary dice. Something extraordinary was awakening. With each movement, the girl and her dice became more and more inseparable. Didn't understand what was happening to her and her new dice friend. But she didn't need to, for there was another, more obvious truth that she understood completely. She was truly and inarguably kicking robot butt. Even and Dicey were moving as one, an unstoppable fighting machine.
That's cool. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Headphones off.
More cards? Oh, I wonder what these do. Listen, we're an incredible team, and as long as I'm going to be talking to you, I should probably know your name.
Please, DD.
Right. Well, how about if I just call you Dicey? Perfect. Well, let's see if we can find a way out of this place, Dicey.
Nothing. Not good at all.
To the entities that slumbered in this long-forgotten world, even had just become interesting. And that was seldom good.
Ah, nice.
Give 'em what for, Dicey? Whoa! What in the... You can do that?
Oh, missed it.
With each movement, the girl and her dice became more and more inseparable.
Whoa! Dicey! with that next time.
Woo! Nice.
Those things that came out of your head! How do they? I'd be having a headache too. Right, well, we'll have to talk more later. But for now, let's just focus on surviving, yeah? It's like something out of Mom's drawings.
All right, I have hit a good spot here. I just had a save spot. So I am actually going to stop for a sec. I'm getting close to about 2 hours here. And I've got some things I have to do before work tomorrow. So, apologize about that. So I am actually going to end it right here. Awesome game. Interesting way of looking at the game and stuff. Very Tim Burton-y. Yeah, it was very I had the kind of feel of the box trolls. But very Corpse Bride-ish kind of like look to things. And I like the randomness that they do have. The different kinds of cards. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to having those type of cards. What each one is gonna be doing. So that is going to take me a little bit of time and stuff, but I do like the premise of the story so far. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see if we can pick it up again tomorrow. Let me leave you guys with something here. I did have one popped on my phone for the ending here, but then my phone decided to do an update right in the middle of it. This is cool. This is cool. I actually had this kind of conversation with my mom a few days ago and stuff about, like, you know, relationships or whatever and stuff. So here's like a little quote for you to kind of think of. My mom told me to find a man who respects you like a sea captain respects the sea. A man who looks at you with awe and reverence, but knows you are a force of nature. Like that. I like that. So yeah, so that is going to have to be it for today. So stay tuned and see what else I have in store for you. There's not really a whole lot else, don't think. Yeah. So, so that is going to have to be it for today. I thought I had something else I was going to show you guys, but, I can save that for tomorrow. So yeah, so we'll try, Lost in Random again. Once again, you can get it on Xbox Game Pass. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys so much for staying in with me. And this is a Waffle Dreamers channel. You guys have a great night.